guys so much for, I know y'all are probably used to the weather, but I'm telling you, me, the Mountie, Luke of the Bushwhackers, and Greg the Hammer Valentine, we're not, because we all live in Florida except for the Mountie. But listen, just want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. What a great show they've got lined up for you. And like I said, MAW, what a great wrestling company. The hotel here has been phenomenal. The casino part of it's been unbelievable. So we really appreciate y'all coming out. But I'd like to do a little something special tonight before we start. I'd like to bring up to the ring some of the legends that we have here tonight, if we may.
Yeah.
And I want to recognize somebody very special too. Charlie Norris. Charlie, come up here, baby.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah, Charlie.
This is one of the men that really paved the way for all of us back in the day too. He's been great. We sit out there earlier tonight, and don't get carried away now. I had a Dr. Pepper since I don't drink, and he had a few brewskis, I believe. But like I said, we just want to thank you for everything you've done and recognize you. Let's give him a nice round of applause, please.
Yeah! Charlie! 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 Charlie!
And when you have legends, you got to have good ring announcers. Gary Capetta!
Yeah!
Got to say hello to him, man. One of the voices of professional wrestling for so many years. So we really
Charlie.
appreciate that. Now,
Yeah,
I'd like
Charlie.
to bring up somebody that, when I first went to New York City from Memphis, Tennessee wrestling, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I didn't know where I was going. All of a sudden, I go into Poughkeepsie, New York, and Howard Finkel, the late great Howard Finkel, right?
Yeah!
He said, Jimmy, we're going to bring you downstairs and introduce you to somebody else that you're going to be managing at WrestleMania 1. And I said, who's that? He said, Greg the Hammer Valentine. And it was one of the best things that ever happened to me in my life. Would you please welcome Greg the Hammer Valentine?
Hammer! 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 Hammer!
Put him in the figure 4.
Break Hammer!
Come on.
He does. He still got it. He
got
really
it.
does. Ladies and gentlemen, one time for Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We love you, Greg.
All right,
Yeah.
Greg, if you stay up here with me, I'd appreciate it. All right, this is the team I really never had a chance to manage, one half of a team. I met him the first time down in Memphis, Tennessee, as one half of a team called the Sheepherders. But when he went to New York, they called them the Bushwhackers. Would you please welcome the one, the only, Luke Williams of the Bushwhackers!
Yeah! 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 Whoa! Yeah!
Hey. Ho, ho.
Yeah! Whoa!
Hey.
Come on in, Lukey. Luke, give Greg a big lick. Give him a lick. Give him a lick on that. There you go.
Come on.
All right, ladies and
Lick
gentlemen, Luke of the Bushwhackers.
Yeah! Wow! Yeah!
All right, last but definitely not least, you know, I had the honor of managing so many great tag teams up in New York, like the Hart Foundation, the Nasty Boys,
Yeah, baby.
Honky Tonk Man and Greg the Hammer Valentine, Rhythm and Blues, Earthquake, Typhoon, the Funk Brothers, the list just goes on. One of my favorite tag teams back then
What about Dangerous Danny
was the
Davis?
Rougeau Brothers. Well, later on, Jacques became the Mountie. So, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Jacques Rougeau, the Mountie?
Yeah!
Right
Woo! Yeah, Mountie!
there. You always get your man money.
He gets every man!
Every
Jacques,
man
I know
will
you
go.
wanted to say something to the nice people here, so go right ahead.
Well, thank you very much for your time that you came to see me. It was great memories for me, just seeing the special people around. But you know, I look at Greg the Hammer Valentine, and I think of all those hard matches I've had with him. You know, these chops coming in my chest where I was hoping that the match would end so fast. And then I remember this guy here, Luke, who so many times yay and whoa, and they were the most unorthodox wrestlers that I've ever been with in the ring. and we had great matches. But more than that, I met this guy in Tennessee, like in 1978, and he took me into his room and he says, if you need something, when I first came, what a great heart, this man. And I also want to say something about Jimmy Hart. I would just want to start by saying, you screwed up, man. I'm from Canada. I see a lot colder than this shit here. I just wanted you to know that. And second of all, I want to say that we would have never been so popular, Raymond and I, when we came the fabulous Rougeau brothers with the little American flags. We used to laugh at you guys. We had so much fun. And then I became the Mountie, and the first thing I did when I came the Mountie, I said to Vince McMahon, I want to have Jimmy Hart as my manager, because Jimmy Hart is, and I always say this, that he's the best manager of all times. And people
Definitely. Woo! Yes! Jimmy! Jimmy! Jimmy!
The truth
Jimmy!
is that a lot of you guys don't know why. And I'm going to take a second to tell you why. Because all you ring people, wrestling fans, you always think you know it all. Well, let me tell you something. Jimmy Hart, contrary to Mr. Fuji and Bobby the Brain Heenan, that were always saying how smart they were and how good they had plans and this and that. Jimmy Hart, I worked 10 years with him, and never once he talked about himself. It was always his men, my man, my man. And you know, for a wrestler, there's not a bigger compliment to have a manager like Jimmy Hart. So Jimmy, you're not a Hall of Famer for nothing, but you're a Hall of Famer in my heart.
Jimmy! 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 Jimmy!
The reason I said about the weather is because you told me you had a summer home in Florida. All right, hey, look, well, thank you so much for coming out tonight, to the legends, to all the superstars that you're going to see coming up shortly. 8 big matches. All these kids are phenomenal, so please check them out. We love you so much. Thank you all for coming out night tonight. Strap on your seatbelts and get ready to have a great night. We love you. Thank you.
Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Way to go, Greg!
I don't want to get political, but maybe I do. Vote Republican.